morning. Welcome back to the homestead. First thing on our agenda today, this rather hot already Saturday, is to fill up our RV with fresh water. We fill it up out of this tote. This tote here, it's a 300 gallon, 275 I think. We've got it's all been cleaned out, runs fresh water in it, and we're going to pump that from here to the RV, which is quite a ways away. I don't know, 7,500 feet. And it's what we do until we can get water on the property. The county has been very slow at returning information to us on getting water on the property, so I guess we're going to have to go back down there and poke and prod a little bit, see if we can get a fire under them. They already gave us a measurement of how much we have to pay for trenching wise, but they've not given us the rest of the estimate, so we'll have to do that too. But anyway, back to what we're doing. So we're going to use this 110 volt transfer pump. Basically, it's a water transfer pump, and we will hook it close to or right out of the tote. That way the siphon is really close, and there's actually a little pressure behind it because the amount of water in the tote, plus we're pulling from the bottom, not from the top. And then we will hook a hose to that goes to the freshwater tank in our RV, turn it on, and I don't know, an hour or so later, it's full. First thing you want to do though is to, if you have a tote like this and it's been sitting for a little while, this one's been sitting for probably 3 weeks or so since we last filled up. First thing you want to do is just purge a little water out of that bottom drain to make sure that no bugs have crawled up in there, built any funky nest. You don't want that going in your freshwater system at all. It would be a bad thing to be pouring a cup of water or taking a shower and have dead spiders come out or whatever. Anyway, let's get to it. You also want to make sure you hook up the pump the correct direction. It's a one-way flow. So this is the inlet on this side, this is the outlet. There's a little arrow here that tells you that. Okay, now I got to go get the hoses hooked up to the RV and bring them this way. We're a little farther from the RV than we have been when filling up in the past, so we brought extra hoses just in case. So one of the things you want to make sure of, which I didn't, and you saw that when I pulled the hose off, was that you actually had flow coming out of the tank through the pump. I fired the pump up. It didn't sound right. I should have shut it off immediately. I didn't. I let it run for 20 seconds, 30 seconds, I guess. And the pump housing was super hot. I could barely touch it. So I shut it off, pulled the end of the hose off, plugged it back in. No water was flowing through. Realized at that point that I hadn't got the valve cracked completely open. So shut it off, opened the valve, tested it. It's pumping. And so it's pumping fine now. I might have shortened the life of the impeller a little bit by not being thorough. So make sure you're thorough. And I've already gone back to the coach to make sure that I can hear water going in the tank, and I can. So everything's working the way it's supposed to. We'll just have to see how long it takes. Okay, the tank is full. You can tell because it drips out the overflow. There's no sight glass or anything, and the gauges are not real accurate. So once it starts dripping out the overflow, you shut the valve off. Once you shut the valve off, make sure to unplug the pump and shut off the valve to your tank. And you can unhook everything and put it away. Watch the pump though. It's been running for about an hour, so it's pretty hot. All we have to do now is put everything away.